Hey, Tom here, FlipAnythingUSA. I am staying in what would be considered a luxury rental in Manhattan Beach, and I've been coming here for about 20, 25 years. Hermosa Beach is next door too, also a pretty fun place. Manhattan Beach has always been a little bit more family oriented, slightly higher values too in the past. Of course, now it's crazy. When I first come out here, it kind of hurts because I got a boy sleeping there. That's one of my sons sleeping there, and inside you can see I got another boy sleeping on the couch back behind me, and I got two daughters, and my wife sleeping downstairs. And but anyways, uh, so real quick, I'll tell you, when I was first looking at properties here a long time ago, and I missed a couple that really hurt. Could have made millions of dollars on just even two little properties. And the stuff I could have got for $1 million is like $8 million now. Uh, it really, I mean, I could never have foreseen how much it went up. And this Airbnb stuff is part of the reason why, I think, because it used to be you were limited to rent these things by the week, or it'd be a lot of work to do it a weekly rental. But Airbnb's made that a whole lot simpler, connecting you with people all over the world. Uh, and so a lot of people are doing really well. And there's a beach house I could have rented. It's a deal I could have got. It was a great deal, anyways. I should have. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's one of those that's lost. But anyways, that one I could have rented it for a year for $5,000 a month. And this thing here is like $5,000 every 5 days. So, uh, but there's a lot of ways to make money, and this Airbnb stuff, you can really make good sense of it. I think the gentleman that I rent this place from, I think he's got two of these places, and he just lives in one or the other when he doesn't have it rented. And he really does it right too. Just, you can see I got a nice little deck here. I don't know if you can see, I got a deck here. These doors open up all the way, so that's like about a 10-foot span that's open up into the living room. I should just give you a little tour of this, because this guy really does do it right. So I've got a gaslit area here that is nice flame, keeps you warm. And then inside, he's got an enormous TV that's probably an 85-inch. It's beautiful. Little desk area, work area, cool furniture. You can seat like 2, 4, 8 people around that table. But in the kitchen, he really does it well too. Because if you look here, I mean, he's got everything. There's a crock pot, there's a panini maker, all kinds of stuff for pasta. I think he's got a wok in there, a waffle iron. The coffee setup he does is really well. Got a Keurig here. In fact, I forgot to have some coffee here. I got to take a sip too. Beautiful. It's a Viking stove, kind of a wolf-style stove. Restaurant-style sink washer here for pots and stuff, and really, really cool vent hood. I don't know if vent hood's maker or not, but it's a real cool hood vent, and just loaded with. He has just loaded with pots and pans of every kind. The fridge is awesome. Plenty of coffee cups, wine glasses, all kinds of stuff. I'll show you a little bit. Even downstairs, he does it right. Because downstairs, and I'll take you down there, try not to wake anybody up. Like this little room here has got this little bedroom here, and it's got a little outdoor deck here. It's kind of private. Kind of a neat place to chill if you want to get away from everybody else. Two of my daughters are taking classes, online school classes. Another $10,000 for school over a summer. I'm taking you down into the downstairs. There's actually another bedroom down here too. It's got a nice. He's got a real nice washer dryer set up. down here. And then in the garage is really cool, which I just noticed this last night. But he's even got a little wine cellar here. Now, I didn't peek, but I was curious to look. But inside this garage, he's got it loaded with beach chairs. There's probably 5 beach chairs there. He's got an umbrella, another 5 beach chairs there. He says, hey, just take what you want, use what you want at the beach. Boards, boogie boards, surfboards, bicycles. So for an Airbnb rental, I mean, this really is a much a class act. He really does have it all covered. And I've kind of, I have some nice properties, and even I can Airbnb some of mine. Never really thought much about it, but this kind of makes me rethink it. It's also making me rethink maybe buying some properties down here at the beach. My kids are all growing up. I still have 2 boys that got 4 more years left ahead of them in school before they go off to college or start a business or whatever they're going to do. But they've done it right here that it makes me think that, yeah, maybe, down here anyways, think about that, $24,000 a month, or even if he keeps it about a 60% occupancy, that's still $18,000 a month income on a property that I'm guessing this is probably worth about 2 or 3 million. So that's a pretty big variance. I don't really know. I'm gonna figure that out exactly what this is worth, but you can see, like, here's that's like a 70s styles beach house, and then you can see all this stuff is pretty old. Gets a little newer, and then way up there, it's more, a little bit newer. And then these, I'm gonna say these were probably built within the last 10 or 12 years. You can see what's going on here. That's again old style down there. But you know what? If you equip it right, I'll tell you about a few deals that got away. Okay, it's always nice to talk about the winners, But so I'll talk about some of the ones that I let get away. Part of it's that not being prepared stuff. I don't live in this area, so I used to have a beach house. I bought one. First, I'll tell you about the one I got. I wrote probably 500 letters in Ventura, California, and one guy answered, and he lived in Ojai, California. So I drove to Ojai. We made a deal, and I bought his beach house. It was on Ocean Drive. Now, it wasn't on the sand. It was facing the ocean, but it was on Ocean Drive. So I was facing the back of a house that was facing Ocean Drive. I was looking at their garage, but still, it was just steps to the sand. And we made a deal, and I think I bought that for, I don't know, $395 or something. I can't remember for sure, but it was right in there. And I got it, and I just sold the cabinet shop that I had, and I go down there on the beach one day, and as far as the eye could see, there's nobody on the sand. And I looked the other way, and as far as I could see, there was only one person on the sand. It was an elderly woman walking a poodle. And I thought, what did I do? I bought in the wrong place. This is not the beach lifestyle that I'd imagined when I was 28 years old, which is when I bought that. Or 28, 29, anyways. So I sold it, and I just sold it quick, and I made, I don't know, $30,000 or something. I probably could have made more, but I flipped it. I just want to get rid of it. But I should have bought here. I really should have bought here. This is like the better beaches in California, this area. There's some other ones as you go up, but these got really deep sand beaches and not a lot of public parking. And the reason I like beaches with not a lot of public parking is you don't get a lot of riffraff. It's kind of harder to get there, and it's more expensive and more trouble. But the payoff of the ride is that you have very clean and neat beaches that aren't just trashed with hundreds or thousands of people flooding in from one parking lot. And really, to me, I don't really like big parking lots near the beach anyways. They're just kind of nasty. But nice boardwalk. You can walk for miles, and I love vacation spots like this. In fact, this is a cool scene. Look at, see, you got guys behind me heading down to the beach. They're going down there with their surfboards. You know, what's fun is if you go a mile that way, you'll see, instead of seeing so much surfboard action like you see there, these guys walk with their surfboards, what you'll see is you've never seen so many beautiful girls that are like 5'6" to 5'8", and they're volleyball players. And instead of a surfboard, and there's plenty of that too, but they'll have like a big net bag full of volleyballs. And what they'll do is they go down there and they practice, slams over the net, and so you just see a coach and a volleyball player, and just working their game, getting better, and then you'll see, pretty soon by the end of the day, there's hundreds of girls playing volleyball, and all sorts of families, but it's actually like the women's volleyball place, and so it really is cool. But what I was getting at is it's a nice atmosphere. It's wonderful to see, just people that are happy surfing, playing volleyball, or it could be elderly people just walking. Everybody's on their best behavior. Everybody's very, very happy to just be on vacation, or if they're not on vacation, they're just happy because they get to live here, in paradise. It's funny, I heard Ben Stein. I'm a fan of Ben Stein. He's kind of a political commentator. He was the teacher in Ferris Bueller, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But Ben Stein was talking, and he was being interviewed, and he was talking about being in California, and he said, he goes, California, he goes, it's too crowded, it's too expensive. He said, but there's not a better place to live on earth. He goes, the weather is perfect all the time, and he's right, the weather is perfect here, just about all the time. And that's why Hollywood's here, because they got so many good days of making movies outside. You go to other places and you got wind and you got humidity, makeup runs, or in Texas you got cicadas making all kinds of noise, screws up your audio. But anyways, it really is beautiful, and I always kind of, we all kind of live for our kids. We try to do everything for the kids, and I got my boys be going to college or not, or starting a business. I don't know for sure what they're going to do. I try not to, influence them too much, other than to go, make some money and do something you like. But who knows? Maybe it's in the cards for me to buy a place down here. In fact, I got one deal I'm kind of working on. Can't help it, But I'll tell you about a couple deals that got away here. About 10 years ago, I was riding a bicycle. I like to ride bikes around, and I saw a guy and his girlfriend standing outside, and there was a for sale sign. I go, oh man, so what's the deal on this? He goes, well, it's sold, but it just fell out. He goes, I'll sell it to you. I go, how much? He goes, I'll sell it to you 1 point. He inherited it. Man, it goes back to what I was saying. Inherited wealth, the most squandered wealth on earth. And he inherited it. And he was telling me that he just sold a painting, one of his parents' paintings, for $50,000-$60,000. And so he had plenty of money to pull from. But man, that house was worth probably, again, I knew it was a deal. But I really didn't have the capital at the moment. And I had bought several other things, and I was kind of in a little bit of a downturn. That's like that 2008, 2009, the big bank bust. It's not good. But I should have bought it, because that house is probably worth $5 million or something now. And it was, if you can see, the orientation was, if you can imagine going all the way down to the beach, but being like this property. See this property right here. See, it's got a corner, and it looks diagonally across the street. Well, that's what I had with this house, but all the way down to being one off the beach. And the beauty of that is there's a little bit of noise, on the boardwalk and like the street noise that we have right now that I don't care for. You get used to it, but anyways, that property, so it had like an ocean view. I mean, a lot of ocean view because it was looking diagonally through an opening. You could see the sunset from that perspective too. On this side, I can't see the sunset. On that side, I can see the sunset. So had a lot of good things going for it. But again, so I already had my up to my teeth in investments already, and some were just the bank downturn kind of screwed things up a little bit, put a pause on things, but nevertheless, so that one got away. Could have made a few million. Okay, then I let another one go that I could have got. I saw a gal, but this kind of goes to what I say: talk to people. When you see somebody walking or stepping out a door, say, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, you live here?" And start talking to them. And I did that again here just recently, and I've got someone I'm talking to that may be moving eventually, and they've lived here for years. And so I said, well, look, I'm going to drop you a card, and if you ever want to sell this place, I hope you call me. And she said she would, and so I'm going to go back and revisit her again before I leave. And but those kind of things can turn into, it's just taking that time to get your phone number in somebody's hand and make a connection, and they may think of you. And so I hope she does, because I'm at a point in my life that I'd love to buy a beach house down here for $1 million, $1.5 million maybe, if I can get one that cheap. And I used to only want to be on the sand, and now I'm 10 houses from the sand, and that's just fine. I give up. I'm gonna just, I like the lifestyle down here. Again, I like, it's healthy. You get down, I'll take you down to the boardwalk here. I'll bring the camera down. Not now, but later. But like I said, look, there's more people walking to the beach, with their surfboards. It's just a healthy lifestyle. All age ranges, doesn't matter. People riding bikes, riding skateboards, jogging, and they're just getting fit all the time, or staying fit. And I met a guy here that he's a musician, and actually there's a cool little bar around here too, where all these musicians get together. I think they got Kenny G's, one of his sax players, and there's some guitar player that is like all super musicians, but all with other bands. Well, when they're not touring, they get together, and it's pretty fun. So it's at a bar not too far from here, but this is near Los Angeles and Hollywood, and this is like, the entertainment industry of the world. So, half the people working in restaurants are actors and models, and so it's a really good-looking area too. Everybody's pretty either beautiful or handsome, it's, because it's an industry here, the business. And actually, I'm in the business to the degree that I'm one of my companies manufactures equipment for the movie industry, and I've been doing that for 20 years. And that was a business I started because I just had spare time, so much spare time as a real estate investor, because you buy something and then you're broke for a while until you sell something. And but I started that business just out of boredom because I had spare time. But that's turned into a pretty going deal too. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of share the property here, and I think my battery's going low, so I got to plug back in. I'm going to wake my boys up and go take a walk, go take a long walk on the beach, go drink some more coffee, maybe read a paper, and just kind of enjoy this day. You can part here with you guys seeing a little bit of what's going on, Just head down to the sand you see behind me and walk one way or another, and just kind of soak up the sun and relax and think about what I plan on doing in the next 10 years. And hopefully that might include living down here some. Anyways, guys, I'll let you go, unless anybody's got a question or something. I can't even tell how much battery life I have left. But it doesn't look like anybody's got any questions, so I'll let it go. Anyways, be sure to write me at tom@FlipAnythingUSA.com, tom@FlipAnythingUSA.com, and you'll be able to get my book for 99 cents, and show you how to make money, or at least, a lot of ways that I do. And that'll be out soon. And you'll be among the first to get it, and you'll get it for the cheapest price, of course. And also, you can always go get the app too if you want. I've got a free app on Android, FlipAnything. You just just look up FlipAnything in one of the stores, and you'll find it. But anyways, that's it, and we'll talk to you all later. And have a good day.